and the keeper of common sense, your mayor, Joe Souchere.
My admiration for the Somalis continues to grow.
Really?
It's just an amazing group of people.
Have you flipped? You flipped?
No, they have more guts than brains. It turns out, we brought in a gal to bribe a juror in the Feeding Our Future scandal.
We call that special ops.
Right.
She was brought in.
They bring in Ladan Muhammad Ali from Seattle.
Look at him go.
And they give her $200,000 and indicate which juror they're intending to target. And they want Ladan to give her the dough, and that'll throw. And the juror ultimately did not. Remember, she reported this mischief, and that attempt to bribe the juror was thwarted. Well, it turns out Ladan pocketed 80 of the 200. So she's got $80,000 of the stolen money in her pocket, and only is going to give $120,000 of the stolen money to the juror.
Was that the finder's fee? Is that the charge? Honest
to God, I'm just warming up to this crowd. They're the best. They're the best. I'm not kidding. They are not bothered by any ethical component whatsoever.
Pretty soon we're going to hear Joe here for SomalianBribes.com.
Honest to God.
She's a double secret agent.
She's a double secret agent. They give her $200,000. She goes, well, that's 120 for her and 80 for me.
That's a right amount.
I wonder why she stopped at that figure.
Well, she
had her number.
She did.
That was her number.
Okay.
That was her number. That covered
40%.
Yeah, that's not bad. 40%. And she's
almost like she's the government.
Oh, it's just I think we'd be better off if the Somalis ran the government. At least you'd know you were being robbed.
We don't know that.
It is amazing. It's just amazing. She faces a possible sentence of nearly 5 to 6 years. I doubt she'll suffer that. That's less than the maximum of 15 years. And apparently the probability of her serving has been reduced to 5 or 6 years because she agreed to accept responsibility in the plea agreement. The American law is so foreign to our friends from Somalia that I think oftentimes they might be puzzled as to why they're expected to follow it. Now, I'm just guessing.
Okay. You're reaching out there.
But in her way of thinking, she's thinking, well, why shouldn't I take $80,000 to this? What the hell?
Right.
Isn't $120,000 enough to bribe a juror?
You're not far off because, not to bring up a horrific case, but we had the case of a Somalian. I don't remember exactly where it was, but his defense was he didn't know it was illegal to have relations with an underage minor. And that's the defense that they went with. So you're not far off with that line of thinking.
Ignorance
Joe.
of the law is not an excuse.
Well, you people think I'm kidding. I react in awe with every new wrinkle in this case that we are dealing with some people here who are hands down professionals. Now, she got caught, and that's a mark against her, but she got caught with 80 G's in her pocket. Only 120 she decided should go to the attempted bribery. Oh, I just think that's amazing. It's just amazing. How are you, everybody?
Good.
Now, we've been talking about mental health.